Hello people, this is at first Friendly BP Gaming. Today this video is going to be a 7 nights guide on farming. So this is a 7 nights farming guide. This is my first 7 nights video. Basically this farming guide is for new to intermediate players, beginners, so you can try to make this video comprehensive for beginning players to understand, as well try to get you everything that related or could even be related to farming in detail. But again, also try not to make the video too long, so it will probably will be like 20 minutes at least still, because I plan to go into details on things. Right, so starting off, farming. What is farming? In 7 nights, farming is basically the farming of rubies. Farming of rubies or gems. You might hear me saying gems during the video, but the official name is rubies, which is this currency here. This would be the currency you usually buy with money, but it's a method of acquiring it for free in 7 nights. So that is called farming. And basically this method is leveling any character from level 1 to 30. The system will grant you rubies. So leveling a character from level 1 to 30 for the first time, like if it's the first time you ever acquire this character, I level it from level 1 to 30. The system would reward you with 5 rubies. Any time after that, any subsequent time after that, the system would award you 2 rubies. So say I got this bat here, Babel, for the first time, and I made him, he start at level 1 and I made him level 30, which is the maximum level. I would receive 5 gems for making him level 30. So if I was to receive Babel again after that and make him level 30, I would then receive 2 gems. So that is what they call farming in 7 nights. Basically leveling up a level 1 character from 1 to 30. Any level 1 character, don't matter the rank. So it could be a tier 1 character or tier junk character. It could be a useless character. It could be a most useful character. It always be similar to gems. 5 for the first time, 2 for any subsequent times. So that is farming, and that is the reason for farming. The reason for farming is acquiring gems or rubies. So alright, next thing we can go through is preparing to farm, and farming teams and farming characters to farm with. Alright, so first thing first, we can look at some farming characters. Basically my current setup for farming is Velika and Ace. So obviously everyone won't have the same characters. People probably don't have Velikas. People probably don't have Ace. But basically you can farm with any character that has a AoE skill, AoE, like AoE fat skill that attacks. For example, Ariel. This is an example of a character you can use for farming. Not the most recommended, but I just saying to work with what you got. Attack all enemies, that they want to see. Attack all enemies with 80%. She has 2 AoE skills. Attack all enemies, both of her skills attacks all enemies. So that's the ideal type of character for farming. But one of the most recommended characters for farming is Velika. One of the most recommended characters that basically anybody could acquire is Velika. It also has 2 AoE skills. Attacks all enemies. So basically any character that has attacks all enemies or attack 5 enemies, basically same thing, because you won't have any more than 5 enemies on the field at a time, you could use for farming. Basically that's just improvising, but then there's obviously a best or better teams for farming. But like I say, trying to make this video for everybody, this guide for everybody. So right now my current team is, like I said, is Ace and Velica. Ace is highly recommended for farming, but Ace is will be slightly harder to attain than most of the other characters. So this is a 4 Lord. But the reason Ace is so good for farming is because of his passive Supreme Order. It increases all damage inflicted on enemies by 50% and decreases defense by 50%. So basically, yeah, is as it says, is increase the damage the enemies receive by 50% and also reduce the defense by 50%. So you could see that his passive causes the enemies to receive 100% increased damage. Basically, farming is all about destroying or defeating the enemies as quickly as possible. Called one of the major factors in farming is speed. So right. So this is the farming lineup is 2 damaging characters, 2 max level damagers, and 3 fodders. Fodders is the level 1 characters that you're making level 1, that you're taking from level 1 to max level 30. You say it could be any character, it can be same more gems, so anybody, you ain't gonna get no specific characters. So on level 130, so this is the 2 attackers, 2 damage dealers, and this is the fodders from level 1 to 30. So basically, if this is the first time you're taking these 3 characters from 1 to 30, you require 5, 10, 15 gems. If it's the second time, 2, 4, 6 gems or rubies. Also, the formation you want to be using when farming. Right, so formation, as you can see, the different formations gives different passive bonuses. The formation you want to be using when farming is the defensive bonus, because like you see, damage is important, the most important when farming. Just wiping out the enemies in one attack if possible. We would be wiping them out in one attack if it's at least an intermediate player. Also having Ace does also help me wiping them out in one attack. But like I said, everybody won't have Ace. And the reason for using defensive formation is because of it gives you the highest attack bonus passive. As you can see here, these 2 formations level 25 and these 2 is level 40. So every formation is actually start at level 1. So everyone will have a level 40 formation, which is the highest level right now. But this is the 100% bonus from having max level defensive formation. But no matter what level your defensive formation is, just use defensive because it offers the highest attack bonus. Unless somehow you have a much higher balanced level formation. But whatever, just use defensive formation for the highest attack bonus. Also for like masteries, we just go through masteries real quick. So alright, so everybody, so this is what this mastery, the mastery page is one of the main reasons for farming rubies or farming in total. Is the mastery page. This is like the main reason for farming. So but just this is setting up the mastery pages for farming. So like I said, it's all about dealing damage. So you want to select the passive with passive that increases damage. So if I had to choose between Iron Shield, which increases defense, or Control Power, which increases physical and magic attack, I obviously can select Control Power. Everybody here probably have less mastery unlocked than me. People might have more. Say you only have the first 2, just make sure for farming preparation, just select the ones that would increase damage over defense. So for example, counter rate, increase list attack, speed attack, or increase allies HP. You want speed attack. Destructive force increases physical and magic attack or increase defense. Obviously you want destructive force. There's one choice, increase ally skill damage. Obviously you want that. This passive only affects in arena or PvP, so that won't help. This won't help. This won't affect when farming. Decreases all enemies critical rate, decreases all enemies block rate. Alright, in this case I would recommend choosing Stand Spray, which decreases enemies block rate if the enemies have a lower chance to block, or if the enemies don't block. Blocking will cause them to receive less damage, so it will be better to have a reduced, for the enemies to have a reduced block rate in this situation over decreasing the crit rate. Because if the level one characters get hit, then they die either way. Decrease all enemies lethal attack, decrease all enemies counter attack rate. This probably is a throw, but I'd probably just choose decrease enemies lethal attack or decrease enemy counter attack. Probably don't matter. For this one, increase all allies critical damage or decrease enemies HP by 15%. Alright, for this one I would actually recommend choosing fatigue, decrease all enemies HP by 15%, because this one depends on you critting. So if you don't have the best crit rate, you probably won't crit all the time, so this passive won't affect unless you crit. But this one, whether you crit or not, the enemies will have 15% reduced HP, so that will help. So here, decrease all enemies physical magic attack. This is decreasing enemies damage or decreasing the enemy's defense. Obviously you want to decrease the enemy's defense so then with that increase damage. Up to here you don't have this one yet, but increase all allies damage by 20%. Obviously that's a good thing to have. I'm currently in the process of farming gems to learn this. So leveling up in level 7 nights is fairly slow, so the only way to really max out the mastery is to use gems, so that's the reason for farming gems. You automatically would unlock these from leveling up, but like I said, the rate of leveling up and the level required, you will probably never unlock these things by just leveling up. So you need to farm or acquire gems to unlock these pages. So that is basically the reason for farming. Alright, so now recommended farming stages. Alright, so I can show you the recommended farming stages for beginner / intermediate. So basically when you start, obviously you don't want to be farming between easy and normal yet. Between easy and normal, you should just be like playing through the game, just playing through the stages. As soon as you beat one, on to the next. Leveling up the current characters you have. You acquire gems from leveling up your current team, and any characters you acquire along the way that you want level up just to help your team along. And then basically you want to start farming from hard, not earlier than hard, because EXP will be less also, so you'll be using more keys. You'll be using more keys to level them from 1 to 30 if you try farming before hard. So basically to taking a character from level 1 to 30 requires a minimum of 7 keys. 7 keys minimum. So keys obviously is where is used for to beat to do a stage. You need to use 1 key. So recommended farming stages, I recommend farming between the 5 or the 10 boss rounds. The boss round either 5 or 10, so the 5 or the 10 sections, 2-5, 2-10, 3-5, 3-10, the boss rounds. So basically the reason for farming the boss rounds is to kill 2 birds in 1 stone. So in the boss rounds you'll be killing normal enemies as well as boss enemies. And the reason for that is inside the quest.
Collect your reward to proceed to the next quest.
You will see defeat normal monster. This number would be less for a newer player or a player that didn't farm as much. The recommended number to complete this quest does increase each time you complete it. But defeating a normal monster, obviously as you complete this quest you also acquire some additional rubies. And the reason for doing the 5 and the 10 section is for the boss monsters, so you'll be able to add to the kill count in both of these quests at the same time by doing the 5 or the 10 boss runs. So the recommended stages to farm, I actually recommend farming between 1.5, 1.10, 2.5, 2.10, no further for basically a beginner or intermediate player, unless it's like a real high level player that has like level 40 characters, level 40 heroes or whatever. They could probably farm a little ahead, but the reason for not farming ahead is because between 1.5 to 2.10, the monsters has no AoE skills, so basically monster doesn't have any skills that would hit your entire team or more than one of your team at the same time, killing multiple of the characters that you're trying to level up from 1 to 30. So from 3.5, if you examine the boss monster, you'll see that the boss monster has a skill that attacks all enemies. If you don't want that, that would just kill the fodders that you're leveling up. Same thing going down the line. Plus these monsters here has void shield. This is what people call void shield, immune to attacks. The only way past that is to have piercing. So basically you don't want to do that. Basically same thing down the line. So this is one farm between 1.5 to 2.10, and 2.10 is most recommended because of the spread of monsters you could acquire. So obviously, right, so this is the farming formation, the 2 attackers and 3 fodders. So obviously you want to acquire more fodders as you farm from the stages. So this is my current farming team, just to show it off. Right, this is important for setting up the farming. First, you want, if you're auto farming, you want to make sure you set the auto settings for the stage, or if you're doing it manually, you'll probably do the same thing that set the auto to do, but obviously I have to choose the skills manually. So for auto, these stages split up into 3 rounds. So this is the 3 rounds per stage. So in round 1, I set my AC's Blossom Slash, which is his AoE skill. So my current team are able to just one hit all the enemies, so I just need one skill per round. For round 2, Velica's Meteorite, and round 3, Velica's Flame of Darkness. If you have a weaker team, you might need to use more than 1 skill per round. Basically just observe the fight as it happens and see where you need to change for your team or add for your team and make that decision. But this is basically my farming. For example, level 1 characters, this can start by using his Blossom Slash, enemies wipe out, fodders from level 1 to 9. Now in the second round, as you can see, the 3 rounds I thought, Velica used her Meteorite. Or he isn't quite dead, but no problem. Right. Flame of Darkness in 3rd round. Right, so that is basically farming. So basically you need to do this from round 1, 2, 3. You need to do this a total of, you need to complete this stage a total of 7 times to make the monsters max level. So right now there's level 14, so from 1 to 30 you need to do this a total of 7 times. So just let the auto repeat 7 times in order to make them max level.
Shall we play the game? Just you and me.
You can ensure that the monster, you don't use more keys than you need to by another auto setting. Show this auto setting. Right, so you want to put a tick in this box. Stop when inventory stop when your condition is met, hero max level. So by putting a tick in this box, after the heroes, or at least one hero, get from level 1 to 30, it will stop the auto and you won't use no more than the 7 keys you need to. So another scenario is Alright, say you're farming. Alright, let me try to show this scenario in action. Let's say farming and one of the fodders die. Obviously that will make it fall behind in EXP because the rest would be alive and still receiving EXP. Well, that he is dead, he won't be receiving any. That's not a problem. Just continue to farm as normal. Even though one die, just continue to farm. Alright, in this case, running down, but we'll see if we put that in action. Alright, none of them is die, but I try not to make the video too long so we can just talk about it instead of showing you.
Shall we play the game? Just you and me.
So say during the farming process, one of the enemies get an attack and attack one of the 3 fodders and kills it. The run will continue and he will remain dead, so he won't receive any XP. So at the end, one of them might be level 30 and one might be level 28 because he died, or one of them might be level 30 and 2 of them might be level 28 or 29 behind because he died and didn't receive the full EXP. Or if you're lucky, you might get all 3 to level 30 at the same time. But a way to deal with that and manage keys at the same time would be, instead of using, so say I thought this is level 30. Alright, let me just put the example here. So say at the end of my farming, my team look like this. 2 level 30, 1 level 29. I could go and start another round and just use 1 key to make this level 29 level 30. 1 key on 1 monster, 1 level 29 to make it level 30 along with these 2 that are already level 30 that won't receive any more EXP. Or what I could do is, after say this happens, just get a completely fresh team of level 1s. Or this is level 19s, but just imagine this is level 1s. He's level 29, ignore that. Alright. Imagine this level 19 is level 1s. So put back in a fresh team. That's because they already got these monsters. Right, so put in a fresh team. Put in a fresh team, go farming again. I say at the end of the farming session again, end up with the same thing. End up with the like same thing, or at least end up with a different situation this time. At the end of the farming session, you end up with this. 1 level 30, 1 level 29, 1 level 28. So what to do here now? Instead of using 1 key to level up 1 character to level 29, I mean 1 character to level 30, and the other 2 is level 30 already. What we do is, after farming and accumulating level 29s and level 28s, I would then put these level 29s and level 28s on the same team. I use 1 key to make 3 characters level 30 at the same time. For example,
I could take it down with a smash.
that was one of the level 29 characters, level 30 already. Other one's level 30. And I have all 3 level 30 at the cost of 1 key. Instead of doing 1 at a time, that would end up being 3 keys. If you understand what he's saying, should probably get what he's saying by now. And this is the thing I was telling you about, being able to make characters from level 1 to 30 100 times a day. Alright, so that's it for farming. Alright, so some people probably be low on keys, saying, yeah, I don't got enough keys to farm, what's not. The last thing we can do is talk about how to get more keys. Alright, in this game 7 Nights, it's possible to have up to 100 in-game frames. What you want is all 100 frames. I have 97 out of 100, but we just say for example you have all 100 frames. Each day you could send each of these frames honor, which is this thing up here, honor. So each day you could send each frame honor, and each time you send a frame honor, you receive 1 honor for yourself. So if you watch the count there, you see increasing by 1 each time it sends somebody honor. Increasing by 1. Increasing by 1 each time I send somebody honor. Right. So each time you send a friend honor, you receive 1 honor. So basically if you have 100 friends, you receive 100 honor just from sending your friends honor. Then each time your friends send you honor, you receive 2 honor for each friend that sends you honor. So the more friends you have, the better. So if all 100 of your friends send you honor, that is 200 honor every day. So in total, that's 300 honor. 200 from friends sending and 100 friends sending your friends honor. That's 300 honor. You can also have a quest.
Collect your reward.
Quest is complete from just farming. Train a hero to level 30 times. So training 30 heroes to level 30, you receive 200 honor. You basically want to set this, you want to receive this reward as soon as the gate, so it will start over, so it will reset again. That's 200 honor for making 30 characters level 30. Then what you want to do with this honor is it's fairly easy to get 500 honor, all 500 honor from this method. Then you also get honor from PvP and guild war, things like that. So what you can do with this honor is go in the shop, common, 10 keys for 100 honor. That might sound like a lot, but actually isn't hard to get 500 honor. So say I have 500 honor, max out honor, can't get any more. I usually spend like 300 honor per key, so that's 30 keys. So just come here and purchase 30 keys. Play this thing 3 times, and that's one way to get 30 keys. Then every day they'll send you some free keys. It's going to be less keys than this from daily, but often they have events going on to give you keys and things like that, so that's where you get these from. And that's just a way to get some more keys. Basically you want friends. So just going for save friends list. The friend list, you gotta start early because I think you can only add up to 10 friends a day or something like that. So you just want to add as much friends as possible. Just go and start clicking add. Start clicking add, start accumulating some friends. It can take more than 1 day, but eventually you can have 100 friends. Alright, so the video is a little longer than I wanted it to be, but I think that should be everything. You can try to separate, put some timestamps in the description for the different parts of the video. But yeah, right. Also, when you're farming, you might want to activate hot time, which increases. It makes doing the auto farming. Normally, auto farming causes money. Activating hot time causes right, so hot time lasts up to 4 hours, and hot time causes auto farming to be free. So basically what I do, I activate hot time in the last 4 hours of the game server time cycle, which is from 2020 to 24. Hot time I activate it at 20 to 24. That would be 4 hours, or you could just activate it whenever you got time to farm, or when you think you can farm for the longest. It's also increased the drop rate of the heroes. So when you're farming stages, you'll be able to drop more fodder for you to level up again. Right, so let's say in the case that you run out of fodder to level up, like say you got all your characters is level 30, but you don't have any more level 1s to use to level up. What you could do with the same honor, which is important, come to the summon shop, use the 1 to 5 star hero summon, and summon a hero for 30 honor. Just do it for yourself a video. And now you have somebody to level up. If you need an additional one, you must probably spend another 30 honor to get another one. Hopefully you'll be able to keep them up from just playing these stages as drops. But yeah, that's it for this video.